What is up, everybody? Alright, let's see if we can get to Demeter. I think we're actually pretty close, so not too much of an issue here. Do our FP summon real quick. But yeah, we were just talking about fucking Transformers there, but like, you know, Optimus Prime turns into a truck. Like, what is that gonna do? Right, the bad guys turn into like tanks, fucking, you know, jet fighters, you know, fucking turrets, shit like that. Like, one of these things is a lot more practical than the other. I'm just saying, like, a truck? What are you gonna do with that? Like a tank or a truck? I wonder what wins. You know, I should use one summon ticket here because we get the double summon. Hey, Ricky boy, I'm alright with that. I don't think he's in P5 on this account. I actually wish he was leveled because we could use him for Demeter. He's really good there. I'm not actually sure what this account has for that fight. Let me look. I think we're close. Alright, gotta bring MASH for the billionth time. Seeing a theme here. Alright, writers. Do we have Martha? That's always a huge boon. We do not. Okay, that's a bit of an oof. Got Asclepius. Got Ruler Martha, not leveled though. And before I have Martha, I just haven't leveled her. Would not shock me. We got Antoinette. No, I don't think we have a Martha. Okay. Alright, what do we have? Boy, I need to level more units on NA, kind of behind there. Okay, I could level Ryoma, but probably not necessary. Alright, we got Medusa, we got Ushi, got Alex. Alex is really good. Does Alex have a second skill buff? He does not, although that might just be because I didn't do it. Let me check on that, hold up. Alright. Got Caesar. Oh, no. I think that's it right there. Alright, let's do that real quick, because I think we're going to want that for Demeter nonsense. Time to throw Lancers at a thing. Do I have a Raj and Spartacus? There's a Raj. Yeah, there we go. Get Bond with Hans. Oh yeah, this account has a million K-scopes, so... Because I played day one, and day one on FGO, it was actually pretty likely you would get K-scope. Like, throughout your various rolls, especially if you rolled on things that did not have craft essences rated up. The generic pool was kind of small, so, yeah, it was pretty easy. At least on JP, you've got Cope Scope to kind of help out. Yeah, it was a Dio brand, is that how I say that? Yeah, that's Zaw's Canis. I haven't even leveled mine on an A. One of these days. Pretty sure our Raj can handle this. Really, what bosses you're gonna have a hard or easy time with has a lot to do with what kind of units you have, and also just what type teams you're good at using. Because sometimes you've got good units for a fight and you don't even realize it. I think that happens to a lot of people. But like Demeter can be very easy for some people because they might have units like Ozzy, Martha, etc. Or Quetz maybe. And also they get the gimmick, they realize what's going on. and it's not a big deal. But some people, they might not even realize that Martha's good there, even if they have her. And some people may not realize that, you know, Demeter follows a pattern and all that kind of stuff. But, like, anyway, that person that has, like, Ozzy and all these strong riders, they're probably going to have an easy time with Demeter. They might have no units that are applicable to Zeus, right? And then they might have a hard time with Zeus. And I've seen people have a hard time with, I've actually seen quite a few people have a hard time with Aphrodite. Most people don't, but some people really do, and it's because they don't have any kind of DPS that's good for an assassin. And most people say, oh, it's easy though, because you could, that's the one fight you're allowed to summon a support. But they might, coincidentally, their friends just might not have good stuff up, and they might be, you know, not wanting to talk to their friends because they're antisocial. Anyway, but so they don't have access to like Enkidu or a good Berserker or a good caster for DPS, so then they don't have good anti-debuff, so they have a really hard time. But yeah, some people are going to have like Plot Monk, and it's super easy, right? So it just depends. Now I will say Fluffy is generally going to be hard no matter what. Because even if you have the units that are good for Fluffy, it's probably going to take you a while to kind of get used to the fight and know what order to put them in. And, you know, that is not an easy fight at all. Like, you can have the exact units to win, and it'll probably take you quite a, unless you look a guide up or something, it's probably going to take you quite a minute to figure out what the hell you're doing. Hey, what about RNG specifically? Because I can think of like 80 different things related to RNG that I don't like. Gonna have to narrow that one down a little bit. Oh yeah, because Demeter seems like RNG when you first do it. For like your first attempt. It's like, oh, she just randomly quick charged, and now she's got this super annoying defense up and everything. But once you realize that it's not RNG, it's not so bad. And it is funny, I think to this day I see people complaining about RNG with Demeter more than almost any other boss, when objectively, this is not an opinion, this is a fact, Demeter has some of the least RNG out of any boss fight because she follows a very strict pattern. The only RNG there is like if she crits or not, which you can control for because it's not that hard to put crit down on her. So there's an option there. And if you crit, right? So like if you're really pushing it, you barely have enough value to win the fight, and you need a few crits and you happen to not crit at good times and stuff, then, you know, RNG can still come into play. So there's still RNG, but it's way less than normal. It's significantly less RNG than normal. It's very, yeah, Zeus has more RNG for sure. Now, if you have a strong enough team, the kind of RNG Zeus has isn't, like, necessarily game-breaking, because it's not like, oh, bad RNG happened, so he quick charged and killed everyone, right? It's more like, bad RNG happened, so he switched to the top or bottom section, or switched back to the main section when you wanted the opposite, and now it slows you down, right? That's the kind of RNG that happens there, which if you have a really good team, you can completely make up for, and it's not a problem. The issue is when you get more budgety, you just do not have the value to go through a bunch of extra cycles. There's just, you can't. The units don't exist. So that can really make a problem. So yeah, Zeus is definitely more RNG, but even he's not that bad. The RNG fights that get really bad is when they get like RNG quick charge, especially when they can quick charge straight into their NP, RNG pierce and vulnerability, RNG buff removal, stuff like those are the things that can be like, what the fuck, right? They can just completely run you even when you play, you know, correctly, and there's not a lot of counterplay. There's, in some cases, there's just no counterplay, so. But yeah, Demeter's fine, I would say. I think she's, in many ways, one of the better boss fights in the game, because she doesn't have a lot of RNG. I don't really have a rider that will hit that hard and get their NP quickly. Quick charge is a bad gimmick, though. I always stand by that. Especially if you break a health bar, then, oh, I quick charged, right? Like, that's trial and error. You know, that's not RNG, but it's still bad. It's just bad for a different reason. It's where you're like, if you had known, you could have easily dealt with it. because you didn't know you got wrecked. You just have to restart and do it again, make all the same decisions up to that point, and then just account for the quick charge, right? That's just dumb. And unfortunately, it's one of the most common things FGO does. I mean, they do it all of the time. Like, the game is obsessed with, Oh, you broke a health bar, now I didn't beat you! Right, like, and they do it because you know a lot of people, like, just break the game with Test or Euphoria and stuff, so they're trying to, like, gank them so some of their units died, and you have to actually try. Like, oh crap, I got my good units killed, now I have to kind of get scrappy and play with my back row. That's what they're trying to do, I think. Yeah, I that's the one time I don't generally save scum out of principle. It's just kind of the way I am. I might save scum if, like, you know, I'm streaming and we're like testing something or whatever, but I very rarely do anything with save scumming, but I don't see anything wrong with save scumming because of quick charge. I think that's a completely, you're just saving yourself a bunch of time. You know, that's just trial and error bullshit. So yeah, I can definitely see why people would do that. Oh, this is only 2 waves. Let's see. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Chaos wouldn't have to be that upgraded. It depends on how good the team is, right? If you're last man standing and you've barely done anything, then obviously that's not going to work out. But if you're pretty far into the fight when you get down to your last unit, Candace will do alright there. She's not as good as Ku, but she's still fine. Man, not a good time for Medusa in P-game. I think that the last hand is most of her cards. Definitely her art card. I think it's like Buster Art. Oh yeah, art, okay, I guess she had the Buster already. Yeah, that was a pretty bad shuffle for her, but we'll take care of it, I think.
Yes.
We're quickly doing Alex's strengthening quest, which I think this is the final stage. I wanted that for Demeter. Yeah, what I was actually doing is killing Hans. Yeah, that's what we're here for. Had one too many 80% fail. If it's on JP, Canis has the anti-ruler thing, but you won't have that on an A for a while. Quite a while, actually. Alright, back to it. So chat, behind my, when I'm streaming, I got like the Samsung Dex, you know, screen on my computer, which has got FGO on it, which is what I'm, you know, playing right now. But behind that, I have my Steam overlay, and it's on Elden Ring because, you know, I play Elden Ring all the time. But so right below my screen, like right below Martha's face there, I think what it's showing is like my friends' achievements. Like some of my friends have gotten achievements recently. And I just see giant text that just says Godskin Duo, right? That's all I can see, right? So I got FGO here, and then just I'm constantly seeing Godskin Duo, which is the worst fucking boss ever, and I hate it. So yeah, that's gonna be here all stream, just staring at their stupid faces, like the little achievement icon. Dumb bastards. All right. I'm guessing this is like a Roman soldier, maybe a Hydra and a Chimera or something like that. So, if it starts with a Chimera, Arash is fine. It should bring a Saber. We'll go with Mordred. Do I have Proto-Coup? I do. That wouldn't shock me if there's a Hydra here. It might actually be sooner rather than later. Let's do it like that, then. There we go. This is a very silly team, but hopefully it works out. Fuck! God damn it, man. Why did it gotta be like this? I guess we'll go with the Rosh. I think it's gonna open up with Berserkers. I don't want to use MASH. Doesn't really need K-scope. Let's give her 20-30. Oh yeah, Demeter's coming up. Yikes, that is a single wave. Not at all what I was thinking. Well, Arash ain't gonna do anything here. I guess he can fuck up the Chimera a bit. Really bad deck shuffle too. I think I'm actually gonna no. I don't think I do want to wait. Well, no, I am gonna wait. I'm gonna taunt and I'll rush later because Musashi's almost guaranteed to get a decent hand next turn, and I don't want to shuffle the deck and fuck it up, so. So the assassin is the real problem here. Yeah, we still don't have Black Barrel. I think you get that after Demeter. She's the first victim. Okay, that's gonna fuck up my taunt. So Musashi, all of her NP game, her last hand I think is Buster Quick Art. So I'm gonna wait again. God damn it, game. That literally could not have been a worse well, I think it could have been. I could have had every single Musashi card in the third hand. But that was about as bad as it could get. Also meant saving Arash didn't help. Ridiculous. Okay, might look weird, but I'm not gonna need the evade. Oh, taunt. Alright, Musashi, get your bloody NP. There you go, no problem. The reason I'm not focusing the Annihilator is because we're gonna one-shot the Annihilator with Musashi anyway, so. And, I attacked it there just because I get more NP gain from attacking it than the other two. Nice! Nice turn order! You stupid fucking samurai! Are you kidding me? Yep, let me just do the debuff clear last, so everything else fails. By the way, there are units that do it the other way. There are units that will do the debuff clear first, and then we'll do the other effects. But Musashi is not one of them. God damn it. That bloody assassin's got sure hit, so that's not great. Got the defense up though. We might kill it here. Just crit. Forget that 50-50. The doll thing is definitely dead. I think more units do the debuff clear last, but there are some units that do it first. And a lot of units that do it last, it's because they got buffed. And then they put the buff order, and a lot of, I don't know about always, but a lot of the time when a unit gets buffed, whatever new effect they get, they apply last. It's very silly. Okay, well, we got this. Easy. I know when Canis shows up, you have like a filler fight with some nasty trash before you fight Demeter. Which is probably this stage. Might be the next one, actually. I didn't even look at the classes or the team. Uh-oh. Kind of a whoops there. But yeah, this is trash done right, because they're not just throwing generic waves of, like, skeletons at you, like in waves of 333, right? It's, like, kind of tough trash, it's a little gimmicky, and with more health than normal, but in smaller amounts, right? Like, this is absolutely trash done right. Okay, so there's 2 waves. Probably kill this one with Musashi normal cards. And then I don't know what the hell we're doing about the assassin, but, gonna go ahead and cast this, I think. Get my NP gain out of the way. You know, I might NP the assassin. Do I want to whiff the taunt or the I actually want the Buster up, I think. Don't fail me, Musashi. Got a Buster chain. There you go. Mash! That would have done so much damage if you would have just crit! Ay, ay, ay. Not much point in Arash NPing. Oh, Arash crits though. But she's tanking regardless. How come you guys got Arash's animation update early, but you didn't get Caligula's? Like, that doesn't even make sense, man. Like, there's so much weirdness with the way they do animation updates on NA. And y'all got fucking Thinnos like a month after JP got it, so there was like barely any delay there. It was like boom boom. Imagine if it was always like that. That is a Hydra. Oh, how about that? You know, I should have done it the other way around so we could theoretically make some stars there. Well, maybe have Musashi, yeah, take out an assassin, I think. And overcharge the rock. So I want to give Arash the attack up just to do more damage to the other assassin, because Protoku's not going to need it to finish off a beast. Yeah, and then Gramps got his buff early, and they've never done buffs early before. They've actually done them late. Several times. 97k, okay. What a lot to do here. Not too bad either, actually. Did that say all range forecast? I didn't really pay attention. I just vaguely saw text. What the hell? Next time I fight one of these, I gotta pay attention to their skill name. Surely that's not what it said, because that's not even a proper sentence. It did? That's not even a sentence! Like, all range forecast? Like, that's like fucking smoke screen watermelon. Like, okay? Like, don't make no goddamn sense. Weatherman bot. Yeah, he's predicting that they're gonna have the short range and the long range abilities. Totally makes sense. Alright, if Protoku crits, probably kill it right here. He didn't crit. He had crit up and anti-beast. And counterclass. Okay, come on now. There you go. I think they can kill here. Oh yeah, he's got 100% crit, so. How goes the god killing? We haven't fought any yet, but we're about to. About Demeter time. I think this is the preview fight with her. Which, I think you just have to survive like 5 or 6 turns, something like that. Boy, Musashi don't really do anything here. And that music fucking knows. Man, that always brings back such good memories when I first got into Fate, dude. It was a lot more normal back then. Where's David? Man, I remember really liking Archer, Emiya, until Unlimited Blade Works, and I liked him in Unlimited Blade Works until he like pussied out and he did all of that work and then gave up on it because Shiro said no you. That really tanked my my like for Emiya. I was like, man, this guy's cool, and it's like, wow, he really bitched out there at the end. Yeah, this is not the real fight with her, that's next. He's gonna kick her ass on this one. Yeah, so I remember when I had just seen Dean's Day Night, right, which is like the Fate route, but actually better, fight me. Anyways, I just seen Dean's Day Night, and I was like, man, that Lancer guy was awesome, but he didn't get any screen time, that sucks. And then I found out about the visual novel, like the other routes and stuff, so then I saw Unlimited Blade Works. I was like, oh man, that Lancer guy is just the best, right? Because then he gets to do a lot more in Unlimited Blade Works. And I was like, Emiya kind of turned it around though and went the other way. Started good and really fucked it up. Alright, we just need to stall here. Time to get blasted. I wonder if she follows the same turn order as the actual boss fight. Like, Dean's Day Night is not perfect, but it is just a better version of the Fate route because the Fate route isn't actually very good. And like the things that they changed made it better. And then it had good voice acting and music and etc, and obviously the animation quality wasn't that good, but I don't know if you've seen the visual novel, but it's art ain't so hot either. People end up overlooking that quite a bit, I've noticed. And people always make fun of the CGI dragon, but again, when we look at what that is replacing, it is a huge improvement. Everybody mocks the CGI dragon, but it is saving your fucking lives, and you don't even realize it. It took one for the team. I just check command code for the real fight, so it'll always help out a good bit. If Musashi could remove the defense buff, not that we really need to do damage here, but you know, just for fun, why not? Try to put up some kind of fight here. Yeah, almost every change in Doomsday Knight I think is an improvement. Like, the aspects of Unlimited Blade Works they put into it worked and were logical. Like the second Kojiro fight, it worked. It makes a better coherent story by a lot. And like them adding in Koizuki, because in the actual Fate route, you never even learn Koizuki is Medea's master. And it's just better. It's just a better complete package with the way they did it. Yeah, the biggest issue with Doomsday Knight is just, you know, it's an old anime. It's very old, so it doesn't have the best animation. Although for its time, compared to other anime that came out that year, I mean, it looks fine, really. But, yeah, you know, it wasn't super high budget and all that kind of stuff. We did, like, absolutely no damage there. Oof. So if she quick charges, we're gonna have a really bad time. Oh man. Hadn't even used my vulnerability yet. Demeter's story is actually pretty sad in Olympus. There's some music. Alright, I think we got one more trash stage here, and then it is time for the real fight. I think they're still going to make some of the Olympians playable eventually, but we're going to have to wait a while. I think someday it's going to happen. Just throw sabers at it. What could go wrong? Well, we can't summon gods as I use a team of nothing but gods. Five enemies. Only we had Qin Gong to buff Spartacus here. That would be swell. You know, I could have done Spartacus's art card first, just to make Musashi get insane in P-game. She gets the first card art bonus, and her art card's in third place, and she has her first skill up. There's just so many bonuses in one place, it's nutty. It didn't really matter though. She got it anyway. Yeah, God Juna is pretty silly, but you know, Lostbelt King and all that. I mean, they made Tiamat playable, and that's a primordial deity, by the way, which is way stronger than even Zeus. Although Zeus and Lostbelt is stronger than normal, so he's probably getting up there. But you know, Tiamat is one of the strongest things like in the Natsuverse, for God's sakes, and they made that summonable. Yeah, I remember when people thought it was just gonna be Lolly Tiamat, and they were pissed. But then they found out that it was like Lolly Tiamat just in one stage, and then it goes to adult like normal Tiamat, and then they were really pissed. Good times, good times. I think Demeter's got a chance of getting in someday. You know, we'll save Spartacus. We don't need Bedivere to show up. We got what's left here, no problem. Lost. Oh yeah, Sita, that's one. How much damage can story support Canis do? I don't think it's gonna be that great. No attack stat, no full items, no offensive effect on the CE. But she's in P5. Damn it. That was so close to working. Don't you do it. There we go, nice damage there. Alright. It is time for Demeter, so we need to go get our command codes. She would do 500 more damage loss, depending on limit break or not. Yep, command code UI, my favorite thing. Okay, I think we have several defense removal. Now, kind of annoying to have to use the... I only have 16, that's because I don't play NA. That tells you how little I play NA. I don't think I've ever used one of these on NA, and I've only got 16. So that shows you just how rarely I play NA. But I figure those 16 will hold me over until the free respecs happen. Because that's actually not... That's like what? 4 months away? 5 months away? Something like that? It's whenever NA's anniversary is. Okay, what is the plan? Oh, we have Kentucky. Oh wait, we do have Martha. How did I... What? I swear, I was looking for... How did I don't understand. How did I not... I looked through my golds a good bit there, and I did not see that we had Martha. Okay, well, this is gonna make the fight a hell of a lot easier. I'm not even sure we need the anti-defense stuff, but we'll do it just for funsies. Fucking Medusa emote, by the way. We need to add that to our Discord, actually. Do I give it to Kentucky or... Ushi? Ushi has the survival skill. The Kentucky, like, definitely the person I'd favor the cards on more. Could give them each one. Not so bad. Unless I've got more, because there's this one, and this one. I think that's the only two that I've got. All right, well that should be fine. Alrighty. Honestly, because we have Martha, this is probably overkill, but I mean, command codes are there to be used, so might as well. There are so many anti-defense command codes on JP at this point, and some of them you can buy from the Mana Prism shop and stuff, so there's no excuse. to not using them. Alrighty. So maybe we start with Martha instead of Ushi. I'm not sure. No, I think we start with Ushi, then we have Martha come in. That seems reasonable. I don't know though, she could buff Ushi. It's not so bad. I want Kentoki to turn 1 NP. If he can break, absolutely. You know what would be good, chat, is if I could do that. That would be amazing, because then you can do like the defense down for more damage if you want to, or just put a buffer there. It doesn't have to be Martha. You can just, Canis just doesn't do a damn thing here with her 9,000 attack. Oy, oy, oy. Seems pretty good. I might give Ushi more starting NP so she can get her NP smoothly. Might not need to though. Look at that double golden sumo. Chat, look how good that is. Makes their NPs better, makes their quick cards better, makes their art cards better, makes their buster card better, makes their crits better, makes their non-crits better, even makes their extra attack better. What a great craft essence with a universal effect that always does something every time you use a card on the unit. We get it, you're a Leviathan, yeah, right. You gotta buy those golden sumos. Could give her survivability if she happens to show up when it's an NP turn. Okay, I suppose. Doesn't I think Demeter removes your buffs when you break her first health bar. I think she quick charges on turn 2 or 3, and if you happen to break the bar on that turn, she can quick charge and remove your buffs, which is a horrible combo. So you want to either break before or after. I very much remember that. Let's see. Alex is super good here, although not as good because we do have Martha. This account I don't think is going to have that hard of a time here. We've got a lot of really applicable units. I seem to be one short on like a cleanup single target unit, but by the way, if I leveled her, you could do this. This is such a good cleanup unit. She's tanky because she's a ruler. She has anti-divinity. She'll just bap Demeter and that's that. But I honestly, even at level 66, she probably makes a pretty good cleanup unit here. But we'll go with like Medusa or something. Do I have Blackbeard? Blackbeard's pretty good. Yeah, we'll go with that. Well, I think, can you stun Demeter? I don't know. We'll go with Blackbeard. He doesn't get enough screen time, I feel, like on my channel. Very rarely use him. Do I have sunlight, or I just need a little bit of protection for Alex in case he's like showing up on the wrong turn? There we go. You could also put in David somewhere here if we needed to. So if you didn't have Martha, you would do that, and then you could make this whatever. But yeah, that's how you would do it. Are there debuffs that I need to worry about? I have absolutely no idea. I don't know. We'll go with default. Damage is good. Hey, Arjuna. How you doing?
なんだというの？あなたたちは。もう諦めなさい。ある人のどうか指示を。
Not a okay, Canis. Okay, you like taking the cards. Now, if Kentoki breaks, I should not do Ushi's first skill. If we don't break, we should, because then when we get attacked, the NP gain from Ushi's first skill will apply, and it's really good. I have a feeling he's gonna break though. So we'll do the second skill here just to shore that up, and then I don't think we cast anything else. Hopefully I'm remembering how this fight works. I guess we'll do attack down from Canis just cause. What else am I gonna do? If only Kentoki had gotten quick charge here. Ooh, 68. Probably didn't need Ushi's attack up then, so I could have saved it for after the buff removal. Okay, can I have Martha right now? Martha can remove that. It just boom, gone. Damn it. Yeah, I forgot about that. So 3 turns or 3 effects. That is brutal. God, that is brutal. Yep. I don't even need Ushi up here. Ushi should be Martha. Because I could remove the damage cut and defense up right here. Well, shit. I think this next turn is debuff immunity, and then it's quick charge. I think that's how it goes. Also, I like how both of our defense removals are in the final hand. Like, both of them. And they're 2 separate units, and they're both in the last hand. They attack up. The next one is definitely the, Is she gonna quick charge if she already has her NP, though? I'm not sure what's gonna happen there. Okay, it's just the defense up. The deck just shuffled, but thankfully we got one of our defense removals. I want to save Martha's debuff clear if I can help it. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going to happen here with the gimmick. I'm gonna try to play Elden Ring today. I really want to get my chat to invade me, man. That's the good stuff. I got a few people from my chat that have been like working on characters to do that, but we haven't had a lot of opportunity for that. Yeah, she didn't do one of her gimmicks. I don't think. 68k. I don't know if I want to Kentoki NP that. He's still got the heal down, so we'll do the Brave Chain. Try to save it. Nice crit. Fuck, if only I had grailed this man! Okay, there's the heal and the debuff immunity. I think that next up is the damage cut defense up again. Damn, I should have just NP'd with Kentoki. That didn't work out. Because he might even die here. Yeah, she gets guts, I think. Rather big one. Okay, there's the damage cut, defense up. Second remove. If I didn't remove it, I'd do like no damage here. Although I did get the defense removal command code, so actually we would still do pretty solid damage. But this also gets rid of the damage cut, which is good. Hey, Martha doesn't have her NP right now. That'd be really nice. Bat, and I guess a Buster card for damage. Yeah, I don't have a 70, but I'll have to make one. I kind of fucked up though, Ziggy. My bandit character, which is 80, I realized with the way the game calculates the somber stones, their weapon upgrade is too high for what I wanted. So they might have to become like a 90 character and I have to make someone else an 80 character. Kind of sucks. Wow, we already got through the guts there. Oh, right, quick charge turn. Well, it's not a big deal. Our back row I think can clean up. That is a bit of an oof though. Everyone is dead. So we don't have any single target left. And she is healing, so I don't know, this might be a little oof at the end. A very bad hand. What do I focus on? I almost want to do the Alex Brave Chain, but now we'll do that. Yeah, I might actually lose here, we'll see. Depends on how much damage we take. I think our heal's coming back, so that's good. Oh, fuck. Yeah, I think we're gonna lose. We need to save one of those units. Probably put Ushi in the back or something. Not over yet. Yeah, neither of these units really do any damage. If they both NP, we'll win, but I'm not sure we can get to that point. Although Demeter really does help you out with the NP gain there. Okay, if no one dies here, I think we'll be alright. They're barely doing damage beyond her healing. Oh my god, I didn't think it was the quick charge turn. What the fuck? Well, yeah, I kind of just forgot where we were with the gimmicks, and yeah, our back row was a lot weaker than I thought it was. Hey, Eri. That sucks. So, Alex needs starting NP. If Alex had a starting NP, we would have been fine. Because, I mean, look how many turns it took to get his fucking NP, and then he died without buffing. We had, like, all those buffs just sitting there, and I could have cast him, but I didn't realize it was a quick charge turn. That's pretty frustrating. Yeah, this account doesn't have another single target, so I either put one in the back, or, I mean, that back row could have worked, though. Like, that was just, I need to have starting NP on Alex, and, whatnot. I should probably use Medusa, though, instead of Blackbeard, just because she's quick. She also gets her NP faster, but she doesn't have guts. But honestly, the guts didn't actually matter. Let's see. Any starting NP will get the job done. Almost want to do that just for the extra health. Make sure he doesn't die. 20% NP strength. You know what? Yeah, we'll do that. It's the other option though would be just to switch out like Medusa with Ushi. Because we honestly didn't need both of the single targets in the front. I think it's okay though. We'll stick with this. I think the other team could have worked, and I think this is slightly better. Yeah, I haven't read it on NA yet, Eri, but I probably will. I'm kind of just curious how the localization team does stuff. Although their track record has been kind of hit or miss, but what are you gonna do? Alright, better hand than last time. I don't think we need Ushi's attack up, but on the other hand, I don't think we need it later either. but I guess we'll save it. I'm pretty sure Kentoki can break without. He did 268 last time with Ushi's buff, so he probably won't quite break with the NP, but he's got a Brave Chain, so I think it's fine. Yeah, hopefully she's playable one day. I really thought they might add Aphrodite last Valentine's Day, and that kind of would have been a good green light there. Oh, 250, okay. I thought he'd be a little bit shy of DNP damage there, but not at all. Kentoki's kind of good, by the way. Also, Demeter, if you could just kill Penis, but, you know, don't kill the other two, that'd be great. Fortunately, your AoEs, so don't got a lot of control here. Canis should die here. I could get Canis' attack down if I wanted to. I could remove 2 of the things with her first and third skill, then have Ushi do an AoE one, and then put attack down on the boss. Damn it, we don't have any of our defense removal. Well, hopefully Martha comes in.
I haven't seen a feeling like this since my wife caught me making it without lube.
I'll wait to heal Ushi. At this point, I'm kind of in the mind that they'll probably get around to ending the Olympians, but I mean so far down the road, like not even in 2.0. Okay. Probably break this health bar. That's the defense up. No one's got their defense removal though. Do I want to save Martha's thing? It's tricky. Yeah, an Olympic event would be so good, dude. I can't even believe they haven't done that. Like, it's so good. Because a lot of their events are more on the silly side anyway, and you can have like the servants doing like Olympic games and stuff, and you can make some challenge quests out of that and all that, and you can have the Olympians overseeing it because the Olympics are obviously from, you know, from Greece, right? Like, that'd be so good. Like, that would be so damn good. Alright, easy tabs on these, though. I could save that evade for later, but I don't think so. Well, no, yeah, we'll use this. I'm just trying to, I really wish someone had got their defense removal command code, because I want to break here, but I would really like to save Martha's thing. Crazy that after all these turns we didn't get rid of it. Just bad deck shuffle. Sounds like a good idea. I'll implement it in arcade ASAP. At least Lasagna's been doing better than Tuna can. Like, so far, it's definitely been an upward trend. They both NP, they can probably hack it without removing the defense down. This is really tough. Really, it's a lot worse because we didn't get that command code. It's like really hard lost value either way, I think. I think I'll save it and then double NP. No, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I don't think I have a choice. That's really shitty. Yeah, they really do need to remove the unlocking your third skill stuff. We're gonna have to rely on Ushi's NP gain for the team here.
Because at least one of them has got to NP before the boss NPs again.
剣能を使っても砕けはしません。大陸級破砕機構起動。神格接続。神格霊気。
Okay, Kentucky's pretty far along because Kentucky's ridiculous like that.
スクリームエルシス。本当はこんなもの二度と。
Her NP is really slow. A lot of talking.
悲しきかな。塵になりなさい。
Okay, that sucks that was a crit. We didn't take any damage, but if it wasn't a crit, Kentucky could have NP'd again. I might have to heal Ushi because I don't want her to die until the next NP. Yeah, I probably should. I think I should have already done that so the cooldown was coming back faster. After 3,000 years, we finally got our defense removal command code. But the boss was about to lose it anyway, so that was pretty minimal value.
すぐに殺しますから。塵になりなさい。
This is going so much worse than last time, and I think it's just because of the command code stuff.
これが私の信じること。
I would like to not NP with Kentucky, but he might die here. So I think we'll have to risk it.
承知。
Boss, I think, is going to cast the defense up damage cut, and I can remove that. As long as Kentucky doesn't die, we'll have caught up to where we were last time. Through a very sloppy version of it. Yeah, she's gonna quick charge, but I'll just have to deal with it. Yeah, this is pretty much the same as last time now. It was a lot worse leading up to it, but the end result ended up being exactly the same. Now we just gotta do the ending bit right. I love this NP. It is so ridiculous. If I could have been one turn faster, we probably could have broken that health bar, then NP'd the next one, and that would have made it really easy. But I think you'd have to get crazy lucky for that to work. Honestly, this team might be better though if you cut Ushi and you just put a support for Kentucky, so Kentucky's better at like looping. Focus more on him, because he's so busted. Okay, pretty sure the boss is immune to Petrify, but I'll cast it just cause. Oh shit, she's not. Damn. There's Medusa being good again. I've talked about that before. There's a bunch of bosses that are immune to stun and charm, because she is immune to charm, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, not immune to Petrify. How about that? Come on, crit, 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 crit. Yeah! Oh, fuck. Well, we're gonna get punched in the face at least once here. I'd have been really happy if we could have just NP'd right here and that'd have been it, but that Petrify's awesome though. That really bought us nice wiggle room. The only way we lose is if she like double crits or something. Although she did just heal a good bit. Now the Petrify would fail, so maybe she is vulnerable to charm. You just have to do it before this. But I'll save it in case she gets the damage cut off. Neither of their overcharges are too good, but if I do this, we'll have enough stars to crit next turn no matter what, if she's still alive. So that should finish her off. But, what's his name? Doorman, he, when you fight him in his, like, final form, he's immune to stun and charm, but he's not immune to petrify.
いずれ彼方へ至るため今ここ
And he's wavy has got like a passive where he's more resistant to stun, but petrified ignores it.
にベルセ
Okay, she's already dead. So yeah, we could have won last time with the other setup if we had just focused on getting Alex's NP. Yeah, this is a brand new phone. This is a really up-to-date model. Yeah, I know that line. I really like Demeter, man. Her story's fucked up. Zeus made her kill her own daughter. Like, what the hell? Zeus is quite the dick in the story. I really do like how they did it though, because there's a lot of different stories in real life showing Zeus as being more benevolent, and other stories showing him more as a contemptible jackass. And so what they basically did is they made the Human History 1 way more benevolent, and then they made the Lostbelt 1 like pure jackass. So, well, actually his Lostbelt stuff still has a little bit of good in there, but not a lot. All right, Demeter down. Let's see. I think we got like the Sherlock fight with Musashi. There's another fight in there somewhere. I think we fight the twins again, and then it's like, I think Aphrodite is the next god fight. Oh yeah, Zeus was a great antagonist, like one of my favorites they've had, actually. So, Ari, how did you feel about the Lostbelt 1 boss fights, but with like 3 million HP? Look at all these cutscenes, dude. Taking a second to get to a stage here. All of Section 8 is story. Yeah, I didn't really like it. Like, I like the idea, but I would have preferred they only increased their health by like a bit, and then like maybe added a gimmick or something. I didn't really like them just being like, lol, 3 million HP on an Avenger. Oh man, right? And like on the ghosts have like 300k, right? That was just kind of dumb. I didn't mind the Minotaur one just because Berserkers are so easy to kill. And it was only 1 health bar, so that one was kind of fun, and there was a lot of ways to do it, but the other two was just kind of like, there was no way a budget team could do that without stalling. I tried quite a bit, but budget teams just, they will run out of gas and die eventually, so they can't balance out their DPS for 3 million HP like that. And actually Anastasia was more like 4 million, I think. And you could almost do it, but not quite, so you had to stall. And so I ended up doing I did Mash, David, Hans for Anastasia. And you might notice nothing's counterclassing her there, and it's because you can't worry about that, you just have to live forever, and it was just awful. It was so boring. Yeah, the only one I liked was Minotaur, because that was pretty much what I had to do for Antonio as well, as I had to stall, because if you're doing low stars, you don't have anyone that can do proper counterclass damage to an Avenger, and you're not going to Berserker burst at that level for 3 million, especially with the way the ghosts are, so yeah, it wasn't great. Mori's setup would have worked for Antonio if you didn't have to deal with the ghosts at the start, which have like, you know, 1 million health collectively. Like their stats were just way too high, and that was not fun. And I'm worried the Lostbelt 2 one's gonna be the same thing. You know, I don't want to fight Sigurd and Valkyrie with, you know, 4 million HP total, or like Scatty and Valkyrie with 5 million HP. You know, that's not fun. Like, for the love of God. Like, I liked how they did the buffed Super Romulus fight, because that was like, they gave him a chunk of more HP, but not that much more HP. Yeah, I think it was like for shock value, and also just trying to make it harder for people that are using Castor Artoria and that kind of stuff. How about that Bedivere, though? Let's go with that one. Alright, let's see. We need a rider. Go with Medusa again. That was cool. What else? There we go. Give Bedivere buffs with that. Switch these around just for the attack stat. Merlin is almost 2k foe. I've been 2k foeing Tesla. He's at like 1.6 and some change, I think, so he's pretty far along. And then on NA, I 2k foed Ku, and then I haven't really worried about anyone else. Because I don't play NA all that much. Your Merlin is pretty ridiculous. Chat, anyone else in chat that's got a Grailed support? Like Waver, you know, stuff like that? You know, I've been thinking about taking my Lancelot to 100, because he's at 90. And I've always liked Lancelot, and then I really like his animations and stuff. So, maybe. But for right now, it's Tesla. 2k, 100 2k foe Waver. Yeah, it had to be somebody. Grailed Hans. That's actually practical, because he's budget, you know, lower health. Boudica, yeah, that kind of counts, actually. Doctor, I'm assuming Asclepius. That one also makes sense. Summer BB is like support DPS hybrid. It's kind of weird like that. I hate the coin system. It's so bad. You know what? We're gonna petrify that thing. That feels good. I like that. And then both can be debuff immune to it. Ultimately, I think command codes were a much better addition to the game than the coins. The only issue with command codes is just how bad the UI is. But the actual concept is really good, and I like it a lot. Yeah, Merlin is popular. Not just for his gameplay, he's just you know, a popular character, and I'm rightfully so. Because here's the thing. Honestly, I don't like Merlin's design very much, you know, because I'm such a fan of like classical wizards, and I didn't really like Fate changing that. Because it's such a thing for like Merlin, but they made his character likable enough that I like him anyway. Like, even though I'm not really happy with the design changes and stuff, I still like his character a lot, so. Although, you know, we could have had our cake and ate it too on that one, but maybe someday. Which one to buff? Probably Medusa, actually. Probably get the job done. Oh, they're all dead. I'd be surprised if... Well, the 108 caster might live, but I don't think so. No, yeah, they're all dead. Bedivere is gonna do plenty of damage here. Probably like 200k. I mean, it was 290, so it's still technically within the 200k range, but that was closer to 300k. Oh, right, he's grailed. That's why he's grailed. I was thinking, because I know 70 Bedivere, if he just has his buff, no overcharge, and then a Mystic Code buff, he generally does 200k-ish, right? Sometimes a little bit more. And then this Bedivere did not have the Mystic Code buff, but he had a little bit of overcharge and he had Pinth's buffs. So I was like, you know, probably still around 200k-ish then. But yeah, now he's level 100, so we're like 300k. Level 100 aerial drive, yeah, that'll help. Aerial drive is such a good fucking CE, dude. Thankfully, it's one of the easiest ones to get ever, because they did the event, then they reran it, and then they did the like collage event thing with the Halloween stuff where they put them all together. So you've had so many opportunities to get aerial drive. Just Lancer. What shall we go with? That's Stinky with the super Artoria. Got the tank there. Got another tank there. Vigor's pretty tempting. That's a giant Saber Alter. We don't use her too much. Ooh, we got Rama. Alright, let's go with Rama. Yeah, that's the one. It's just vanilla level 80, but still. It's 10, 10, 10. You might want to slap an AoE unit in here in case of catastrophe. Back row shouldn't matter. I should bring like Scath or something. Give her bond, because I don't think she... Wait, is she bond 10? Yeah, no, she's not. Okay. Gotta fix that. Not that her bond CE is worth anything, but... Yeah, I like Rama's animations. That was a good animation update. Okay, it's just these three. So we've got debuffs coming our way most likely. I'm gonna focus on NP gain. Guess I'll save Fergus's buffs in case it gets buff blocked. Have some filler in there. I will say though, I really like Pinth with her coins on her second passive because it makes it so easy for her to get her NP. Because she's got her own battery, so you have to wait to turn, and then the extra starting NP, so it's just super easy to get her NP, like immediately. And if you're working with taunts, then she's not gonna die no matter what. Okay, the NP gain is not looking so hot right now. Can we get like some stars for our boy Rama here? Got a nice brave chain, but nothing to do with it. If you guys could just hit Fergus once. No, that's not. Come on, one time, guys. There you go. Okay, I think Fergus is probably going to steal Rama's thunder, but at least Rama gets to buff King Charisma. I gotta tell you, Fergus is not that popular of a character, but he's actually one of the better low stars, especially with Grails. He scales, the way his skills work, they just scale super well with Grails. And he's a real powerhouse that people kind of ignore. I mean, he can solo the Maze Event Challenge quest. Like, what the hell is that, right? Like, now, very few units can solo that, let alone a 3-star. He's actually probably the only 3-star in the entire game that can do it. Like, I'm sure there's other 4 and 5 stars that can do it, but yeah, I'm pretty sure he's the only 1 to 3-star that can do it, unless I'm missing something. See, now Rama could crit, because we just star bombed, but Rama doesn't have a single card, so it's not happening. Look at these Lancelot animations that aren't updated.
お任せを。せい。
天空の神々よ、我が勝利を捧げよう。
Yeah, I want Rama to get another buff too. His other buff was good. I'm happy with it, but he needs like one more thing to kind of spice up his skills, and then I think he'll be fine. So yeah, if they could give one more buff, I think he'll be set. If it's a good buff, it needs to be solid. Watch them just give him battery. Like they just add battery to one of his skills. That is definitely the kind of thing that they would do. At least he's single target though, and not AoE, so it wouldn't be as bad, but then he'd still be really similar to Bedivere. And actually Bedivere is probably better, though that depends. Okay, we're kind of fighting a lot of classes here. So Saber is really effective, Berserker is really effective. I could stick to the Sabers. We'll use that. That's pretty crazy. The 2k foe? No, yeah, I didn't think so, because I figured the attack stat would have been higher. Alright, you know what, we'll keep 10th, actually. That's pretty solid. So we were talking yesterday, though, about how stacked the Lancer class is these days from budget to non-budget, right? You got Ku, which is just like a monster of a 3-star unit. And then you've got Enkidu, which is one of the most broken DPS in the game. You got a Reshigal, right? There's a lot of really strong Lancers for almost any situation that could possibly be. A lot of the Lancers get anti-Berserker. You know, Enkidu goes so far beyond just killing archers, right? Like the Reshigal's got her new niche now and such. So like the Lancer class is really stacked. But I was thinking about it, the Assassin class is pretty damn stacked from budget to non-budget as well, because you've got 100 Face, which is not as good as Ku, like pound to pound, but she keeps up. It's not like she's getting blown out of the water. Well, she's actually getting blown out of the water a little bit, but that says more about Ku than 100 Face. 100 Face is a very good budget unit. Always good for killing like her counter class, and still really good for Berserkers, and also good with the utility, with the crit down and everything. And then for the more non-budget stuff, you got Carmella, which is unbelievably strong in her niche. You got Shiki, which is a welfare, easy to get, is extremely good burst assassin, and actually not that bad in the long run either. You've got then Kama, which is one of the absolute best solo units in the entire game. Like, Kama is absolutely among the best of the best solo units. And she's really good in team play too. Like, Kama is, I don't even like Kama, but it's like, she's ridiculously good. She's absolutely nuts. You got Cleo with the AoE buff block, really good survivability, a lot of good options there. What we're talking about, I found that I'm always stacked on knight classes in general and very much less in the cavalry. Same for me, because I just like sabers and lancers, so I roll on them all the time. So and Ku's my favorite character, etc. So I always have knight classes for days, where a lot of the like powerhouse cavalry units I don't have Kama. I haven't leveled my Aussie skills because I'm an idiot. You know, a lot of stuff like that. So yeah, I don't do as well on cavalry classes either. There's plenty of good AoE assassins. Like we just said, Cleopatra, but then you got for budget, you have Fuma. And then now Gray got buffed, and Gray's pretty good. But yeah, Assassin I don't think is as stacked as Lancer, but they're still pretty damn impressive. They have very good budget options, very good non-budget options. But actually, Lancer is probably the strongest. Let me think about it. So never mind the whale stuff. For budget, Lancer is probably the best budget class now. It's either that or Archer, because David. And the thing about David, though, it doesn't really matter that he's an archer, right? He could kind of be anything, and you bring him even when you're fighting Lancers, for God's sakes. So it's not exactly the same thing. Like when the enemy boss is an archer and like no other side class, it's normally really easy for budget to deal with that. But Saber's normally not too bad either, though. But yeah, I think it's Saber or Lancer. Am I forgetting something? Let me think about that. So you've got like Ushi, you've got... So for utility, again, their classes don't really matter. And that doesn't... It's not like if you're fighting an assassin boss, it's easy because you've got Hans and Shin Gong, right? That's not a thing. But if you're fighting like a caster, or even if you're fighting multiple classes, but somebody needs to take out like a caster in the fight, Ushi always gets the job done. Like Ushi always gets the job done, and Ricky's a really good option as well. So Ryder's definitely good. But yeah, I think it's Saber and Lancer because of like Bedivere. The only problem with Saber is you don't have a unit like Ushi or Ku where they do good damage, good survivability, just general good unit. You have it's kind of weird stuff with Saber because Bedivere gets his NP very quickly, hits incredibly hard, has a little bit of utility for the team with the defense up, anti-debuff, but he doesn't have a hard survival skill. And neither does Caesar. And Caesar hits even harder, but he doesn't have the battery. So your only like stat stick Saber is Fergus, which is good, but he's AoE and you might need single target, so kind of a weird thing. Yeah, Robin's good, David's good, Arash is good. The Archer's definitely stacked. The class that's like the least is probably Caster. The supports are great, but I mean, what are you gonna do? Use Medea? Oh, honestly, it's Babbage now. Babbage really is the budget DPS for casters these days. I think this is Charisma E. Yeah, it is. So it's pretty crap. Yeah, she got an animation update twice, actually. It's just, the second one was kind of minor. Yeah, I don't like her buff either. I mean, it's perfectly good for her, but it's just boring, right? You've got so many Sabers like it now, you can barely tell the difference between them. That's kind of unfortunate. But I'd rather she had gotten a boring buff like that than no buff at all. I'll at least say that. But I would have been so much happier if they'd given her something more interesting. I'm pretty sure she's gonna kill everything here. Do the normal cards first, just to be stylish. Yeah, they're pretty dead. That was like 200k a piece there. That's not bad considering fairly minimum buffs there. Just 10th. Well, it doesn't really make sense for Artoria to have survival. And what you could have done is maybe given it survival to Artoria Alter to make them different. Especially because Artoria Alter is supposed to be slightly less agile and slightly tankier, so you could have given her like a good damage cut. That'd be unique. None of the Sabers really have a damage cut like that. Well, there's Kako Jana, but she's pretty different gameplay wise, ultimately. Yeah, they could have done something survivability wise. No, don't give her Avalon. Don't make me fucking talk about that again. It's like, yeah, a character where there's stories about them specifically not having Avalon. Let's give them Avalon. It's just dumb, dude. It's like, that's the whole... how do I put this? It's like... That's like changing, like, if you put Jesus in Fate, right? And you change his story where he doesn't sacrifice himself. Like, what? Like, it's just so counter to what the fucking thing is about, right? It's such a fundamental thing that Arthur loses Avalon. And it's not only in real life, but it's already been established like that in Fate 2. So it's like, it is so stupid to give Artoria Avalon, but fans will not shut up about it. So I think they're going to do it someday, and I'm going to be outrageously pissed off. Give the Randall to Ricky. Oh my god. All right, what are we doing here? It's like George not having anti-dragon or something, man. It's like, actually George doesn't have anti-dragon. He does in lore, but he actually doesn't in gameplay. He just turns him into a dragon. But he is supposed to do bonus damage to dragons. Yeah, actually Ascalon is supposed to do bonus damage to dragons, and a different NP turns them into dragons. So they kind of fucked that up in FGO quite a bit. Tamcat. Nope, not using that one. Just gonna skip over that. Got Super Penth there. Got a Fluffy Boy. Got Summer Musashi. Level 1 Kiyohime there. Could do Caster. I actually wouldn't mind using Zig, but these Zigs aren't actually on my friends list. Hey look, it's nothing but supports! You know what? There we go. No starting NP, but we'll make it work. Maybe start with Hans or something. Do Asclepius for battery. And the NP gain. I'll actually do Spartacus, as strange as that is. Weird back row, but don't question it. There we go. In case there's an assassin at the end, right? She'll do like 20k to them. There we go, get that double overcharge and no offensive stat so her NP does even less damage. I actually hope she gets to show up. She probably won't, but I would love to see Rule Breaker with no offensive CE. Those have more health than I would have liked. Thank goodness for this Caster Gill skin though. Gilgamesh just fine, but holy crap, I do not like Caster Gill's fashion sense. In his default anyway. He's like male Ushi, dude. It's like maybe not quite as colorful, so maybe not quite as bad, but it's pretty close. I pretty much have the exact same feelings about Caster Gill fashion and Ushi. Like it's both ragtag, looks like it went through a blender, both hyper colors. Just don't dig it. He's got the stupid hat. Way better as Archer Gill, not even close. Ushi's is probably a bit worse though, because she even more so looks like her clothes went through a blender, and is even more colorful, I think, so definitely not my cup of tea there. I don't know though, I really don't like Caster Gill's fashion, man. Like the vest just looks like it got shrunk in the washer, right? Like he or dryer, right? He put his vest in the dryer and he wasn't supposed to, and now it shrunk. That's what it looks like, man. It's like, yikes. And then Ushi's costume is better than her default, but it looks like she Frankensteined like 4 dresses together Like, I'm telling you, that's like, for some reason, that's like Ushi's thing in this game. Is let's, like, sew different outfits together. For some reason. The Castigill's great, though. Alright, if I could get his NP, that would be nice. And I'll tell you what, there's so much crazy synergy with Castigill's first skill and various other NPs in the game. Cause yeah, Avenger Ushi, same shtick. I think the best looking Ushi was that craft essence where it was like her default, but it didn't look like it went through a blender. Cause they kind of like, I think the colors are a bit more toned down as well. That was probably the best Ushi fashion we've ever gotten, and they'll never make it attainable in game because they hate us. I actually suspect that's Ushi's original design, because the artist had said, like, before the game even launched, they had a different design for Ushi, and Time Moon specifically told them they had to have less clothing. And I have a feeling that craft essence is the original design. Because it's so similar to the normal design, it just has more clothing. I kind of feel like, this is just a guess, right? I have nothing to support this, it's just a guess. But I kind of feel like the artist just didn't give a fuck when they told them to change the design, and so they were just like, I'm just taking scissors to it, and like that's why it looks so bad. I really would love to see the original design and know for sure what the original design for Ushi was, because then you can see what did they do to change it after Time Moon told them to, right? Because I really do, because I've always said Ushi's design is like lazy, right? And I feel like it's because they made a design that the artist was like happy with, and then they told them to change it, and they're like, fuck you, and they just like took scissors to it, and just like, okay, I gotta show it more skin, so I'm literally just deleting, I'm just deleting clothing, and I'm not changing anything, right? I kind of feel like it's something in that sense. No, it's a different one. It's actually somewhat recent. There was a... Does anyone else know what I'm talking about? It was within like this last year. There was a craft essence. I want to say it was for New Year's or the anniversary or something, where it was super similar to what her clothing normally looks like, except it wasn't, you know, blendered. But yeah, I don't remember what exactly it was for. I could probably find it on the wiki because they should link to all the stuff. Yes, that's it. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, that's like a million times better than what we have in game. It just looks so much less chaotic. It's still too many colors for my taste, but it's much better. Because I said this last stream, I don't have an issue with like costumes that show skin, right? I'm not Grandpa Green yet, right? It's just I don't like when it doesn't make any sense or it doesn't fit anything, because like with Ushi's design, it just 1,000,000% looks like they made a design and then they just arbitrarily needed to show more skin, so they just cut out most of the costume, right? That doesn't look good, right? Like that's not a design. That's just like, you know, taking scissors to something, right? It's stupid. Because like Leo, for example, you know, it kind of fits the character, what they're going for there. You know, it's kind of like a 300 thing, right? You know, I get it. You know, and there are female designs that make sense for them to show more skin, and that's not an issue, right? It's not about that. It's about having literally any kind of goddamn aesthetic that makes, you know, any sense here. Alright, well, I have no idea what I'm fighting. I might actually need to look at the story here. I hate when they do that, dude. It's actually something I really dislike in FGO. Are we this might actually be, is this Musashi? No, oh, it's that. Okay. Let's see, well, how do we wanna, there's a lot of ways to do this. Now, if someone's got Tamcat, like there's Tamcat, but I want a good one, like better craft essence and stuff. But Tamcat can solo it, and it's actually really easy. But I want to see how Tamcat does in a team. So I wonder if it still works in a team. It might not, but I think it will. But I want to see. That might be the only Tamcat we're going to get, though. She's not exactly a common unit. But yeah, it is incredibly easy for Tamcat to solo this stage. It's actually easy for, I think, every Tam. I think even Lancer Tam can do this one. That's probably the one that's hardest on. There is always Gorgon, because Cap'n has Gorgon, and Gorgon is very good here. But, I've already done, I already have like a video for Gorgon. Gorgon actually struggles a decent bit here, because she's AoE. But, she's still good enough. But yeah, she does struggle. 8881? Might do that. If it's got a good CE, I don't know if the cooldowns would come back to bite us in the ass or not, but it might be alright. It's either that or this one, I think. We could try this one. The Super Scope is not very good here, but I've really wanted to see how Tamcat is in a team here, because I know she's super good for solo, but like team stuff changes things quite a bit. Let's do... Alex in the back for the buff removal. Okay, I don't really remember how this fight works. I think she always crits on turn 1. I remember that. Something happens when you break her bar. I think there's a stun occasionally. The big thing is removing her buffs. That's the thing that makes a really big difference. I kind of want to bring this just for the lulz, even though I know it's bad. This would be the smart thing, I think. We'll see about that. What makes sense with Tamcat? Scorpius isn't so bad if you can set up the debuff immunity at a good time. Oh, she's a quick charger. Yeah, stun resist command code is good here anyway, but it's super good for Tamcat. Oh god, she doesn't have it. Who the heck? Well, I don't even know if that command code is out, but who grails Tamcat and doesn't give her the stun immunity command code? That's just not taking care of your pets, man. Yeah, the mirror. Do this. Honestly, Georgia's Bond CE isn't that good very often. It's good occasionally, but it's kind of overrated. Most times when I test it out, it ends up being worse than a regular CE. Maybe it's on Lancer Tam. You know what? Let's check. Let's find out. There's a few other units it could be on as well. There are other units that have. Okay, they're definitely a Tam fan. Yep, there it is. I don't even, it's like, it's better on Tamcat, I will say. I think it's more of an improvement, but my guess is Lancer Tam is their favorite Tam, or it's just that Lancer Tam is the only Tam that can be a standard DPS, because you can't make a normal Tam a DPS, no matter how much you grail her. Let's see if regular Tam's 2K foed anyway, though. So I actually suspect that Caster Tam is their favorite. It's just Lancer Tam is like the only normal DPS. Yeah, it probably goes Caster Tam, Lancer Tam, then Tamcat. That's probably their pecking order here. It's always interesting to see accounts like that. Yeah, Golden Sumo. Let's see what What rank is it? You could use Lancer Tam here though. She has no problem fucking up this boss. Level 100. All right, they're doing it right. They're doing it right. Oh, Zaw has a Tam Cat. I kind of want to see what that is real quick. See what the ratio is on everybody. Let's see. What? Okay, so she's. What's next here? So what else is 100? Da Vinci. That's the only other 100 on here though. That's kind of surprising. So it's just the two Tams and then Vinci. Because if they've got Golden Sumo, they've been playing for a long time, so they surely have more Grails. So they have Grailed things to 90, I see. You've got Gozen at 90, Tamcat at 90, Martha at 90. Interesting. Yep. If you're saving for 120 though, that's like, you don't need that many Grails. What you actually need is coins. Oh man, that's a unit right there. Still like my, it's tough, but Karna is probably still my favorite animations in the game. It's close. I really like Tesla's, I like Lancelot's. Like there's some good stuff out there. But I think Karna's is still my favorite animations in the game. They're so satisfying. Every time he buster crits, it's just like Pog, right? It's so good. And he's got my favorite extra attack. Tesla's is close though. Oh my god, Tesla's extra attack, man. It's like neck and neck. Like they're almost tied, but it's pretty damn cool, the laser shot out of the eyes, man. I got that super Ereshigal right there. Alright, let's see that, let's see Zaw's Tamcat. I'm curious what, So Ares got, you know, everything is really good here except for the skill ranks, right? But got the MP5, Golden Sumo, right? Let's see what Zaw's is. Might check out Zaw's account here real quick. There we go. We should look at Ares' account too. Haven't checked in on that in a while. All right, so this is pretty different from your. It's still like your characters you normally like, but it's a bit different than your JP account here for sure. So what do we got? We got Super Martha, obviously Super Canis. I'd be disappointed if that wasn't the case. What about regular Martha? Okay, 2K Foe regular Martha. How about that? All right, so what has Zaw's got? Zaw is NP2, but 9, 10, 10, and he's got the command codes. We might go with Zaw's then. The 9 is annoying, but and the NP rank does matter because AoE in a single target fight. So NP5 is really really nice, but it's nice to have the command codes and such too, though. So what do we got here? We got Helena at 100. All right. So I'm guessing. Let's see. So you obviously were saving up 2K Foe for Canis because she got it immediately. But I'm trying to think. Has NA been out? Don't tell me, chat. But I'm trying to think if NA has been out long enough that you could have 3. If someone else is 2K Foe, my guess is it's Martha Ruler. But I'm not sure there's enough. I'm gonna say she's maybe partially. Nope, I'm wrong. Okay, yeah. So there's enough for 3. Okay, I wasn't sure. I thought there might not have been enough time for all 3, but clearly there is. I wonder, Zaw, do you have any more? Is there like any more? Do you have like foes sitting around on your account now? Like 2K foes? How big is this gray? Okay, just 1K. All right, let's see Ares' account here. Wait. I gotta check on that Billy though. This is respectable, right? This is, you know, 90 is a pretty practical place to stop with Grails, right? Getting the craft essence up. We got 10, 10, 10. This is respectable, right? Not bad. There's enough for 3 and 1,800 out of 2,000, so almost 4. That's crazy. Time doth fly. 4th one is Scath. Oh, I see, and she's just not slotted. Because Lancer makes sense. All right, let's see what Ares' account has got going on here. All right, so if this, I'm expecting this CE to be 100. Yeah, okay, that is really good on Edmund. That must be so nice too, because and once you get his passive, he'll start at 80%. So you get K scope essentially, but then you also get quick up. That's crazy. So obviously 10, 10, 10, 2K Foe. Dude, out of all of my friends, right? I keep track of quite a few people in FGO, right? I've got a lot of friends that play it. You know, I got my, my FGO community and everything. So I keep tabs on a lot of people. And out of everyone I know, Eri is the best, and I don't know if best is the right word for it, but Eri prepares more than anyone I've ever seen. Like, all the time. All of the time. It's like, Merlin comes out. 5 minutes later, he's level 100, 10, 10, 10. Right? Like, just already has every mat ever, right? Eri has done that so many times for so many units. It's so stupid. And like, I know several people that do that from time to time, but Eri just does it all of the time. It's so silly. Alright, let's see. Shiki, I'm expecting to be, okay, 2k. I'm not looking at the stats, right? I don't want spoilers here. Okay, this will be too easy for me to figure out, I think, because you already said Merlin. So hold up. So it's Edmund, Shiki, and then Merlin's almost done, but that means someone else here has it. So I have to not look at their levels and stuff. I'm not looking down there. So I'm thinking it's either Karna or the cat. I'm gonna guess Karna. Let's see. Yep, okay, I think I got it. And then that means, yeah, Merlin is the other one, because you told me that, so that was kind of cheating on my part there. So what's next then, Eri? What's after this? Look at all these skill ranks, though. I'm pretty sure, obviously your Berserker is not normally Tamcat, so it's 10s across the board there. And how about that Amakusa, though? That's pretty nice. Wrong button. There we go. Yeah, 10, 10, 10, NP2. That's pretty solid. And Bedivir's super upgraded. All right. Let's get to the boss. We're getting sidetracked here. We'll go with this one right here. All right. Who killed the music? I think I did. This is the least fitting music ever for Veach. Even on NA, which I barely touch, I've leveled the second Golden Sumo a good amount, but if I played NA, like my main, this second Golden Sumo would be 100, like absolutely. Okay, so Tamcat has her buff, right? Yeah. Let's see, that means Asclepius doesn't necessarily have the NP right off the bat. Oh hey, I've got one of these. Even when it's not limit broken, it's still 50%, so... Now, at that point though, if it's not limit broken, it gets outclassed by this pretty hard. Because they're both 50%, but then this gets the 10% quick and the NP gain, and then you can get stats above 20 or beyond level 20. But still, the fact that this can be that good when it's not limit broken is pretty handy. We're fighting Gwyn, I know, right? I don't know what else to give Asclepius. I mean, I could give him this, I suppose, for the health. His overcharge isn't that bad. It's not that good either, I suppose. Mash should be okay. David's okay. Oh, a VC Bronze actually really good here. Yeah, that's really good. He might need to just stall. So we're basically just focusing on Tamcat. This really is better to solo though. Like she can solo this so smoothly. There's not much reason to do a team, but I just want to see. Like it's interesting to see how things change in a team versus a solo. And pretty generic to solo it with her, so I kind of just want to try something. Okay, this is better. I guess I just give him K-Scope because probably anti-debuff. Both my drunk jolters are 100. Can you guess why? Feels bad. Although, yeah, you're also just a huge jolter fan. Do you have Golden Sumo Lost? Like, did you just do it because fuck it? See, I could see leveling one of it, right? I could see leveling one of it just for jolter hype. But two? That's taking it pretty far. Yeah, I know he's a big Jolter fan. I know that. I just leveling it twice, man. Like, what the hell? I need one for Jerker too. Oh my god. Nice animation update, by the way. One of these days. Oh my god, Medea's not even gonna... In-game music? Oh, that's fair. That's fair. We'll turn it up a bit. There we go. Alright, I could just Asclepius in third skill to get rid of the attack down. Well, we'll definitely NPing with Martha. And I could always just remove it from Tamcat. Please tell me that lasts. Oh my god, it doesn't! I thought it lasted 3 turns! Well, Asclepius is gonna have to fix that one for us. Fuck, man, I seriously thought that lasted 3 turns, but now I'm supposed to cast it on the turn. God damn it, Say. Can you imagine you're in this boss fight and just stupid Kermit the Frog doing that? Oh my god, what the hell? Alright. Guess we just Medea stuff. This is kind of a sad opening. I think someone's gonna get crit on this turn. Pretty sure that's how it goes. There's no point. I already said that Medea could clear deer buff. There's no point in doing it right now because we're not attacking with the unit. Alright. Pretty good time to do this. I wish Tamcat could NP right now. This is getting a little weird. Yeah, I kind of do like this one more than the event one. I did like that event overall, though. It was fun. It's a terrible way to finish Beach's story, though. It's honestly so bad that I don't understand. I'm so confused. If you started playing FGO today and you just played through it, you're not going to understand why they did all that build up for Veach and then Veach is just gone. Fuck, I need to break. I was trying to NP seal on the turn that I broke. I was trying to be like really sneaky here. But we're just, this is why it's easier to solo, because we would have NP'd forever ago. Now we're just like sitting around doing nothing. Like we're not accomplishing anything. Because she got her art card in the last hand. This heal barely does anything, but... Yeah, then her backstory is so bad. Oh my god, that was so painful. Yeah, her NP gain is a bit off. Yeah, that's another reason why soloing helps her out. But, I mean, it would have been fine if her art card was in any other hand. We would have gotten it in time. Okay, I'm gonna reset. This is just so bad. Like, that... I think we might still be able to win, but our performance will be so much better if we just get that NP a turn sooner. Like, that's not a fair shake. Yeah, she's basically not Tam in any way, and she just looks like Tam because they wanted money. I mean, because the models are after Tam. I mean, what? But yeah, that whole backstory is just so stupid. And then, like, the reason she hates humans is super stupid. Like, it's like animals being mad because humans killed them with guns, and I'm all for animals here, but I'm like, way more animals die to other animals and environmental changes and farming, right? Those things affect animals way more than hunting. It's not even close, right? So it's like, if she's gonna gain all those traits because animals died to guns, why wouldn't she have a bunch of other traits from all the other things that kill animals, right? It just doesn't make sense. Like, it's very arbitrary. This is exactly the same as Zaw's Tamcat. I'll try to get Zaw's though, because he put it up first. But actually, this one's a higher NP rank. Alright, fine, we'll go. Oh, where are all these Tamcats coming from? I like how it's exactly 9, 10, 10 as well. Like, it's the exact same thing. Like, how does this happen? I mean, the real killer of humans and animals and you know, like the dinosaurs, you know, it's the environment, right? Environmental changes end up being one of the biggest killers. And humans kill, because like the thing is, it was about humans killing animals with guns specifically, right? Because humans have done things that have changed the environment and stuff that have in turn like destroyed the ecosystem for animals and stuff, right? But they made it where it's about humans killing animals specifically with guns, which makes up just like almost none of like the total animal deaths. You know, it's way more about, you know, atmospheric changes and like putting shit in the water and, you know, animals killing other animals. And that's what is the bulk of it. And then farming, right? Not guns. Like, it's just so arbitrary. They're just trying to like pull out something out of their ass to explain why she has guns. Because yeah, humans have resulted in like shifting around, you know, what animals are alive and what aren't by a lot, right? Like big time, but not with guns, right? That had almost nothing to do with it. And that's also true for other animals. I mean, like, you know, we don't know for sure because we weren't around billions of years ago, but when we look at like the fossil record and, you know, various things, it looks like Tyrannosauruses got to the point where they were ruling the planet so much that there were very few other dinosaurs alive, like near the end. Like they believe it was pretty much, I think, like Triceratops had pretty much dominated on the veggie eating side of things, and it was like most prevalent by far, and it made a lot of other animals go extinct. And then the T-Rex had made a lot of other dinosaurs go extinct, like a lot that they made go extinct. That's just kind of what happens, is eventually something in an era dominates the planet. It can take a long time, but eventually a species basically wins the evolutionary race, if you will, and then they have such influence on the ecosystem or the environment that other things get wrecked and pushed out. I mean, it's not unique to humans. It's not. Like, we like to toot our own horns here, but like we're not that special. You know, we're dominant right now, but you know, dinosaurs were dominant way longer, and they as well had a massive impact on the environment. It's just what happens. It sucks, but yeah, it's kind of interesting, but you know, it is what it is. But yeah, humans have had a huge impact on the ecosystem. But yeah, the way they did it with Tam was just like fucking baby logic. It's like, oh, guns! What happened, it's reverse engineering, right? They were trying to, I don't think they had a good backstory for Tam or Veach, and they tried to like reverse engineer one, and they made stupid crap. And Fate does this a lot, not necessarily with backstories, but basically the things that they laid out for Tam or Veach, if they were true, it would actually mean Veach would be way different than she actually is, right? If she was actually going to be influenced by animals being killed by guns, that would mean it'd be influenced by the many other things that contribute to killing animals more. It just doesn't make any sense. And then like the reason she looks like Tam and stuff, like it's just, if that's actually her backstory, that's not what would come out of it, right? There's no logic there. And Fate makes that kind of mistake a lot. Well, Nasu will pull some stupid, you know, new rule out of his ass about how the Nasu-verse works, but it's like, wait, if that's true, and you apply that to the, you know, the rest of the stuff in the Nasu-verse, then all these other things should be different, but they're not, right? Like, Fate's kind of bad about that kind of stuff. Alright, let's see if we can get our bloody NP in a reasonable amount of time. I'm just gonna cast this now for the NP gain aspect of it, because I'm not sure we're gonna... Wait a minute. Actually, we probably will NP in time if we just don't have the art card in the third hand. That was probably a mistake. I actually am gonna cast Morph. It sucks to throw away the thing, but I think getting that out early is fine. Get what little NP we can on Tam here. But for real, most animals die to environmental changes, many of which are caused by humans, but that is generally the thing that makes things go extinct. There's a few exceptions, but that is definitely the majority. And honestly, a lot of this sucks, man. This is just like the cruel reality of life. But regardless of humans or T-Rexes or any of that stuff, most species that exist will eventually go extinct. That's a fact, right? Like I think it's like 99% of any life that has ever existed on Earth has gone extinct. Like no species lasts forever. You can only adapt so much for so long. Yeah, I think that's probably true, Ari. That's definitely a species that's been, and that and whales. I think whales and elephants, or well, I guess that's not guns, but whales and elephants though are definitely the species that get like have been affected the most by violent hunting, right? Because they got hunted so much more than most things, and also they're not species that reproduce super quickly. Like whales aren't like rabbits, and neither are elephants. So hunting has a much bigger impact on their overall species health. Dude, it really sucks for whales because they get like, whales got life coming at them from every angle. They get hunted and they don't reproduce quickly, so it's really difficult for them. But water species generally get affected even more by environmental changes. So it's really rough on whales. One of the only reasons whales aren't extinct is just because humans happen to like whales a lot, and a lot of humans have gone through a lot of effort to try to prevent them from going extinct. Because with the hunting and environmental changes, it'd be very difficult for them to survive. It'd be very easy for them to have gone extinct by now. Let's see. I know I'm wasting AP, but this is I'm getting so pissed. That's just stupid. Literally, just give me the art card in any hand but the third hand, and it did it both times there. It put the art card in the third hand. Like, this is why it's easier to solo with her. Like, it's not even close. Even if I had stronger, well, no, if I had stronger supports, I could just bring a battery support, like Waver or, whatever, and just force the battery. But without a battery support, this is really stupid. Although it wouldn't normally be this stupid. This is truly just bad luck. This is just, LOL, it's always in the third hand. Yeah, I think Veach could have been a much cooler character if they had actually like used their heads and planned it out. I don't feel like they did that. I feel like they kind of made it up as they went, and it's all pretty silly. I can just art chain now. That might be more than I need though. Okay, well, now I will actually might do some damage. We'll go ahead and remove this, and then we'll get the gain buff. Like, it feels, Veach feels like really stupid, and like, they made a character and they thought more about like her design up front. They just wanted another Tam because Tam is popular, and they just wanted a certain personality type and all that. And then after the fact, they basically like copied a trope and slapped it on her, like a villain motivation. Like it's so out of place. It feels very cheap. Yeah, not a big fan. Do I want to do the art chain or do I want to do sneak in a Buster card? Probably the art chain. But maybe I shouldn't have removed that debuff then. Yeah, I shouldn't have, because Tam could have just removed it from herself anyway with that command code. Because basically Veach, like her motivations and everything are so shallow and it's so unfleshed out that it ends up just being cheap. I think the character would have been better without it, really. Okay, we are probably gonna break here. In before the boss does debuff clear, and so my NP Seal gimmick doesn't work, but we'll find out. I would really like Asclepius to live a turn, and then do his third skill next turn instead of doing it right now. He could die here. Could have him heal himself. It's not bad to have him NP right now, though. Yeah, I think it sucks that I'm wasting almost everything about his third skill, but it's good to do his NP here.
治療法が決まった
Unfortunate.
真の蘇生薬とは比べるべきもの受け取るリザレクションフロート
That, you know, GP, that's basically what they did with the marketing, though, for Nero, is they wanted everyone to think it was Artoria.
というわけで皆殺し
Dude, Nero's history is so messed up, because, like, her design has changed a lot over the years. Her original design was just red Artoria. Wait a minute. Am I forgetting a gimmick here? Why did I do 15k? Oh. And it only lasts one more turn. Oops. Kind of forgot about that gimmick. Well, shit. So we kind of wasted our NP seal. And, okay. It's not like the team is bad, we're just not doing the fight right. Let me just, So it doesn't matter if her art card's in the third hand, actually. So, you have to wait anyway. So, it doesn't, everything I just did, none of it mattered. None of the things I just did mattered, because none of it's all gonna be the same either way. Because you have to wait for there's like a bit of stall there. Okay, game. I see what, I'm picking up on what you're putting down here. FP, indeed. Dude, I hate though in anime or comics or a movie or whatever, like all they care about is the main character, right? And then the villain is just like a terrible trope. And even if it's like there's like a good concept behind whatever trope they arbitrarily slapped on the villain, they don't put, you know, they put like no thought into it. I hate that so much, dude. Because villains are normally my favorite part of a series, and when they're done that dirty, it makes this, it's frustrating and the show's boring and just ugh. I like good antagonists, man. Okay, so yeah, we're just gonna wait around for a while here. I guess we want to use Asclepius' NP sooner rather than later. Just for the healing. Yeah, that TAM is exactly like yours though, because it's 9, 10, 10 as well. It's the exact same thing. I think we've summoned yours 3 times and this one twice. But okay, we have to actually do this fight proper. Yeah, I actually might want to default Mystic Code. I think the heal on that could be pretty good. I don't want him to get stunned next turn, or whenever I want to use his third
治療
skill.
法が決まった代金などいらん真の蘇生薬とは比べるべきもの
I'd like to point out, if I wasn't streaming and I was just fighting the boss, I would have noticed that damage resist thing so long ago. But I'm over here talking about whales and their, you know, rate of reproduction, so I just completely missed out on a fairly important gimmick there. Kind of cool that they made the text, that looked better, I gotta say, in the Japanese version, but they're probably not using the same font or whatever. It probably didn't translate perfectly, but still, it's cool that she has red text for her skills. Yeah, I've always really liked, I like just biology in general, right? I find pretty much all biology interesting, be it animal or human, and how that interacts with the environment and history and everything. I find that stuff really interesting. Alright, what are we doing here? So I think we got, yeah, one more turn. It's gonna be pretty difficult for Asclepius to get value out of his third skill, so I think I just, even though we're whiffing the battery, I think I just throw it out to get rid of the debuffs. I hope he lives one more turn, because then I could have him heal Tamcat or something. I could have him heal himself. Is that worth it? Probably not. Let's see. Get Medea's NP. I don't think the boss does that many more buffs, but I think she can give herself a crit buff or something. I really like this design for Veach though. It's really awesome. I think it's so much better than her final design. Her final design I just think is, oh my god. It's like, what are we doing? It's like, it looks like Ushi's clothes, but in Chimera form. You know, this is obviously not good. Wait, it's one thing for something to be patchwork, right? You can make something's theme a patchwork of things and not have it look that stupid, right? Like, it can be done. Because, like, Chimeras can look pretty cool. I've seen a lot of stuff with Chimeras that are neat. So, Ari, you're probably more in the know when it comes to animal facts in recent years. Did they ever fix... Because I know Tasmanian devils were like facing a huge like cancer problem. They had like a face cancer disease that was spreading like really rapidly, and it was like a huge problem. Did anything good ever happen in that department? Because that sounded super fucked up. All right, we want this. What to do with our first skill? Demeter fight took 2 tries, but I could have done it on my first try if I wasn't an idiot. But unfortunately, I am an idiot, so it took 2. What are you gonna do? Do I have Asclepius just NP or heal him? No, I guess we just heal Tamcat, even though it's kind of minimal. Now, if Tam does like debuff clear, I need to have, I'm sorry, Veach does debuff clear, I need to have Tamcat do her second skill so she survives. But I'm just gonna hope she doesn't do that. But I have no idea, so we're just guessing here. Okay, we'll go bap, bap, bap. That's a pretty good turn right there. See you all.
Good morning.
Oh my god. Oh my god, Tam, what are we doing? Tam! What do you mean 2,000? Oh my god! This team is going to shit so fast! This is just better solo. This is so much better solo. Also, I'm not really liking Anniversary Blonde so far. I was trying so hard. I was gonna try to NPC when she does the quick charge thing, and then I was gonna drain so we could stall her out for a long time. But yeah, that didn't pan out. Fuck. I could save Asclepius and get his NP, but probably not worth. Chat, it is now time for the Asclepius Star Generation combo. Wow, it evolved that quickly. That's wild. They are a hell of a species, though, from what I've seen. The buff removal right now would be so good because you can get rid of the attack buff. Honestly, this is just way better solo. Like, holy shit, this is so much better solo. Let's see. It's not looking so good. Asclepius ultimately didn't do much. Yeah, the heal boost is good here. I'm trying to think if I need morph or not. The problem is I don't have buff removal right now, and so these are a problem. Yeah, Enkidu is so broken for like every fight here. I'm really trying to not use Morph. So Hans, if you could land the defense buff. I've never used Lobo in this fight, but I bet you Lobo is really good here because he can be your DPS and he also has buff removal. Like that's super strong. He might work better in a team than Tamcat does, where Tamcat can just solo it, but a Lobo might be better. I don't think Lobo does the extra damage, but I think because he's like half and half, I think he still takes the bonus damage. That's a bit rough. That was a big oof. Yeah, we'll heal for plenty. Yeah, and solo, Tamcat can just live forever. Like, I mean, just straight up, and she can always do the anti-stun, etc., etc. So there's just really no way for her to lose. Hey, Mark. Also, in a solo, you could give Tamcat an attack removal command code, and she could apply that every turn. But the main thing is, in a solo, she just NPs so much that her healing is so high that she just can't die. Like, there's no way. That's not a good thing, because I needed a VC Brawn to die. Oh shit. Beach, why you gotta be like this? That's like the one turn I did not want that. That's not good at all. Like I don't think a VC Brawn's gonna die in time now. I shouldn't have cast this third skill then, but I didn't think there was a helpful gimmick. Could you just like crit a VC Brawn? No, not the cat. Like if you hit fuck. Oh fuck. You gotta be kidding me right now. You just imagine if the Veach sprite did Rat Jam. Close. Crit a VC Brawn. Why are you critting everyone but a VC Brawn? I think that's the last turn too. I think that's it. Unless I kill him myself this turn, I don't think there's any way. Yeah, I'm not sure if it lingers into the turn or not. I don't know. We're probably gonna win anyway, to be honest, but this is so sloppy right now. Probably should have done that other buster to be safe, but I think it's alright. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's still there. Come on, kill a VC Brawn. Come on. No, that's 3 crits, and none of them have been on a VC Brawn. There you go. And then now we get the nice value out of Alex, and you just laugh at the boss. That's so funny, dude. Those buffs are nuts, right? She's a huge heal. I think it's like a half health guts. It might even be a full health guts. It's really big, and you just yeet them. Like they're just gone. Like okay, no big deal. Do I want to use Atlas to get myself? No, I don't need to do the buff block or the debuff block because it's got the command code. So yeah, Atlas not really doing much for us right now. At this point, default would be better. Like the default attack up right here, we might just win. So I would never have needed it.
Good morning.
Chat, can someone explain to me why she says good morning when she's going to sleep? Like I know Tamcat's thing is not exactly being a logical individual, but Bad sleep schedule, yeah. Alright, we still got the one-hit invulnerability. I wish I could just cast the Mystic Code one. Oh, actually, it's 2-hit. We're fine. I could morph in case there's like some bullshit. Why didn't I cast this? Why didn't I cast this? What am I doing? So yeah, I could have won last turn if I did default. So yeah, default would have been better. I've never needed any of these abilities. And if I had done default and then I'd actually done the quick up, we would have already killed the boss. Fight would be over. We done goofed. Yeah, I guess I just cast this to be super safe. I really don't think I need it, but she like NPs and double crits Tamcat or something. Actually, I think we win. Yep. Honestly, Tamcat still did really well there because that was not optimized in any way. There was nothing optimized about that. That was sloppy, and she struggles in team play in that scenario, I think, but it still was fine. We had plenty of excess value. We still had 2-hit invulnerability. We still had the Mystic Code invulnerability. She doesn't take that much damage. The buffs were gone. Her second skill would have come back, so she could have kept going for quite a while. So yeah, even with a sloppy setup like that, it still worked out. So yeah, cat good. Yeah, I'm glad she can do it in team or solo. That's nice. Gives her options. So I know Enkidu works in a team and in solo. And I know Gorgon works in a team. I'm not sure Gorgon would work in a solo. But yeah, Enkidu works either way. Burgess works either way, but she's not out yet. And I don't know about Lobo. The next time I do Veach, someone please remind me to use Lobo. Because every time we fought her, we've used like different stuff, but I haven't really done anything with Lobo. So I know on the one hand he's got the debuff clear and that's great, but I do think he takes the bonus damage and that's not great. So I think that could be an issue. Yeah, I'm not surprised Dragon Lolly does well. I think all 3 of the Fae nonsense characters do well there, because I don't think any of them count as human. What is this? Oh, this must be Sherlock and, yeah, we're coming up on Aphrodite, so this is Sherlock and Musashi. So I remember from the last time we did this, I always forget this, but your defensive buffs don't work. I think Guts works though, so Guts is really good here. And then I think Taunt works, but like Defense Up doesn't work. And it's because Caligula's NP is in effect, and what it does lore-wise is basically makes everyone a berserker and go nuts. So, yeah, I guess no defense. Okay, do you have to put Caligula in the front? You do not. He's pretty hard to work with here, but he can be okay. A normal Caligula can actually be very good in this fight, because a berserker with normal card damage is excellent. The problem is, like, does this account have Caligula? Let me see. Because like a 65 Caligula with a proper CE is probably going to be better than their Caligula. Okay, see, mine's not 10, 10, 10, but if he was, yeah, look at this. Mine's better, right? Even though theirs is 80, 965, not only does mine have more attack, but I get the 15% attack up from the CE as well. So like mine is way better, right? If I wanted to do like normal card bang, 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 mine will perform a lot better, especially if it was 10, 10, 10. And if you've got a grailed one to 80, then it's a blowout. I think if they were putting effort into NA and they were like really thinking about it, I think they probably would have given us the Caligula animation update early, but I just don't think they were even thinking about it. Because his isn't tied to like an event in a way where they want to save it. It's not like a special thing. It's kind of the style of things that they do give early, like they did Jinkei's early and stuff like that. I'm gonna be right back real quick. I need to grab water. Give me a second here. Yeah, this fight can be a little annoying, so I need to use my head. So, I really recommend to everyone that you level Medea and Alex because they have buff clear, right? And they don't require stat like an investment. You can leave them at 111. Right? You probably want to take Medea to like 4 for the NP charge, but that's nothing. Oh my god, the chat right now. Anyway, but yeah, Alex can be 111, and it's super useful to have that debuff clear. It's great. The only people that don't need to do it are people that happen to get Martha or some other, you know, gold rare units that have good buff clear, like Ivan, stuff like that. So it's possible that you won't need it, but for most people, it's good to level it. Also, you have team cost, right? Alex and Medea don't cost a lot, and that can be good. All right. What do we got Ooga Booga wise on this account? Got Pins. That's kind of fun. There's Jerker, but she's not as good here because of the evade thing not working. Billy's really good because we'll probably kill Sherlock first. Oh, do we have Beowulf? Of course. Oh yeah, we do. Fuck yeah. Yeah, that's actually really good because Guts actually works here because it doesn't count as a defensive buff. Maybe I start with some star bombs, try to get a crit on turn 1. Oh, baby. Double golden carp, chat. Oh, I like that. I've got the Martha one, so I have the option. You don't need double carp specifically, but I like that. Double carp, double golden sumo. There's only one event you need to do, chat. There's only one. Wait a minute. Hold on. Please tell me I've got another one. Chad, it's beautiful. Chad, it's absolutely beautiful. You only need to do one event. It's the only one that matters. Now, I'm actually screwing myself because I could do the Martha, where is it? The Martha CE, so I know I've got it. Where she's like screaming at the camera. It's in here somewhere, but anyway, that makes more stars because it's limit broken and this isn't. But for the memes, we're doing that. We're only bringing. Look, chat, they're free. They're welfare CEs. I don't know what you want from me here. You didn't have to gosh or roll for any of this stuff. It's great. Getting pointed down on. I love that Oro ban emote. It's so good. Oh, all the Weeb events are the same event. And those events kind of were like back to back, weren't they? I think. Dude, that was so long ago. Like, oh my god. Man, Samsung Dex is just not running right. It's all blurry and shit. And Beasley said it was like that for him now too. I gotta figure that out, because like right now, if I make videos, they're gonna look like shit. I think Dex, like their last update, just is not compatible or something. I might have to use like an emulator if I want to make a video right now. Game, you couldn't give me a Beowulf Buster card? Seriously, it is so, like, fucked up right now. I don't understand. I don't understand. How is this our hand? Pimp has 3 Buster cards. Beowulf has 3 Buster cards, and Mash has 2, and she has a crit up thing too, so she can do big damage. How is this our hand right now? Like, the statistics on this are bullshit. Okay, fuck you, game. Literally fuck you, game. Like, it would be so easy for this turn to one-turn that health bar. And you're just like, yeah, no, quick cards though. Oh wow, now we got a Buster Chain. Like, if this was our first hand, we would have already broken that health bar. I want my money back. Also, if Pins could like have gotten NP gain this turn, like any NP gain this turn, that would have been pretty cool. Dude, we could like be done like right now. Like, we could have like already broken and then like had an NP ready here and then just NP'd and Sherlock's dead. But no. Ridiculous. See what I can do here. Kind of weird, but I don't think I'm gonna need it later. Trying to target switch and hit Musashi at least once. Nope. I am so annoyed with this game right now. It's so much value go to waste. Just because the game gave me no Buster cards. Like, that's so messed up. Do I have to NP 25k? I'm just restarting. I'm sure we can win from here, but like, that is just not... That is so unsatisfying. You have all that value just going out the window because you got like an incredibly unlikely hand. Like, we have 9 Buster cards in the deck. 9, and all 3 of those units can do a lot of damage on turn 1. Like, actually Mash can really, because I think she's Black Barrel now, so Mash will do quite a bit. Okay, game. Let's not do anything stupid now. It's not Musashi, there's just a gimmick here where if you try to apply a defensive effect, it just doesn't work. Dude, the screen is so pixelated. It's not OBS, it's not OBS or the stream, it's just Samsung Dex. Like, Samsung Dex is messing up the quality. I hope they fix this soon. Okay, what's the best... We at least have 2 Buster cards this time, so that's something. Might be the Pent. Might be the Pent Brave Chain. I really wish Mash actually got something because I think Mash could do pretty crazy damage here. Do I need... yeah, I should probably make the stars. Remove some of the RNG. Kind of wasteful though. Pence actually does the least damage out of all these units, but because the Brave Chain, I think it's enough. You gotta be kidding me. Like, I'm telling you, I think it's way over 50%. I think it's way over 50% that we break that health bar in turn 1. Like, Beowulf does the most damage by a lot, and then probably Nash, and then Pence does the least. But like, if this was the opening hand, it would have worked, right? I think both times our second hand would have worked. What the hell? And now Beowulf's not gonna do anything. Like, at this point, Beowulf should have been like fucking Mozart. Also, Mash, why you gotta have a hidden guts? I'll do 134. I guess we'll do the Buster up because our other, like, Billy's not a Buster unit. And then if she can, like, I don't know, crit Musashi here or something like that, that'd be good. Okay, she'll probably do 134, so we can do the chain. Pim's doing all the work right now, just the way the deck worked out. Actually, Chin Gong would have been good then. You could taunt Nash again. It's the thing is, even though it didn't work out, Beowulf is still good here because if Beowulf had gotten the cards, we could have broken turn 1. Right? Having all 3 units, you're happy to see their cards, right? You're happy to see red cards out of any of the 3 units. That means you're super likely to get something done in time. Well, but yeah, it's through bad luck, Beowulf's not getting to do anything. Damn, Ash doesn't have her skill anymore. Do the Brave Chain then. Now see, if this was a real Caligula, this could actually be a pretty great turn. But unfortunately, Story Sport Caligula, not the best. It's actually for the best that he died there. I wish Mash had died. Oh my god, I'm like that, I've said this before, but I'm like that dude in Lord of the Rings. I don't remember his name, but he's like the asshole father that you got, like, was it Faramir and Boromir? And he's like, I wish you had been the son that died, right? Like, that's me right now. But it would have been really good if Beowulf had lived there because he had his NP, had his first skill, could have done a bunch of damage. Deathor? I don't know. I don't fucking names, dude. I guess his name's not similar to Boromir and whatnot. But anyway, yeah, that's what I sounded like there. You gotta jump off the top of a mountain now. Let's see. I should have given, this sucks, because the guts will get dispelled. If I'd given him, like, Caneth... that thing, if I had given that to George, he could live here and then keep the taunt going. Although I guess the buff removal would remove the taunt, so... Well, Nash can taunt next turn, so that'll have to do. Dude, I can't believe he invaded me twice. That was so wild. Fucking, was it Canis? No, it was Caneth Sleepy. Ridiculous, and he's using the sleep swords. I'm sure we'll see him again. That'll probably happen. Alright, what can Billy do here? Wait, what happened? Did she stun herself? How silly. Game getting casual on us. Not quite enough, but we're pretty far along there. Okay, now George is gonna die.
号バットイシャナ大転生
マスター
Well, Nash can go around the wheel here.
前に出ます。 OK 了解
Pretty sure Billy wins next turn. I actually should have cast his crit buffs because he won't need them next turn, and if he happens to crit, which he did, he could have won that turn. Yeah, there was no reason to save the crit buffs, and if we happened to crit like we just did, we would have won a bit sooner.
キャッチしてこういうのは得意だね。そう OK 両行くよ
That was a little close though.
ファイヤ
It was kind of close because Beowulf didn't do anything. He never did his crits, he never did his NP.
ーよし勝った見ていてくれたかい
You could probably do that stage where you just use Beowulf, cut Pinth, and make Pinth another taunt, or like Qin Gong. That probably would work. And you try to NP one part and you crit the other. Anna's probably already had a lot of mana stored up because Wadima's such a good master. Also, she is a god, so I don't think it doesn't really matter anymore. Like, once she fully materializes, it takes a long time, but once she fully materializes, it says this specifically, she's not like a god, or like a copy of a god, or like a pseudo-god, like it's like in someone else's body, like retarded. She becomes a god, right? So once she goes, you know, gold form there, she's just a full-on god, so I don't think a god gives a fuck about mana problems. But like a master can give a bunch of mana to a servant in advance, and it can last a really long time. I have no idea how she ends up losing to Mash and Sherlock. It's kind of just a plot hole, really. But what's a bigger plot hole is why she's fighting them in the first place. So there's a lot of dumb. That's why I always say I like Lostbelt 5-2 a lot, except for that. That whole bit is stupid. It doesn't make a lot of sense. They kind of just pulled it out of their ass. Oh, this is Aphrodite. Yeah, I think we're on Aphrodite. Let's save that for tomorrow, because I do want to play some Elden Ring today, and if I don't wrap up now, I don't think I'm going to have time. So we'll save Aphrodite for next time. It's good to split up the boss fights like that. I have no idea how we're gonna fight this. Actually, this could be a little tricky for us. We'll have to work in Medea for the memes. But yeah, we'll do Aphrodite tomorrow. So for those that are only here for FGO, thank you for hanging out. We're gonna switch over to some Elden Ring now. I haven't actually played that in a little while. But yeah, thank you everyone for hanging out. We'll be doing more of this tomorrow. Alright, give me a second here. I like how I just never turned the in-game music off. We just kind of kept that going, but it was alright. It's nice to change a pace here and there. Alright, let me change the stream title and all that stuff. Alrighty, I think I got everything set up. Let me reset the stream real quick so the VODs are separated, and I'll be back in like 2 seconds.